Kylie, I'm going to go into this next load of stories, asking the
Okay.
one simple question, which I already know the answer to.
Yeah, go for it, because I'll tell you. Go ahead.
Did you do your homework?
Heck no. I watched one thing. I watched the Fable trailer.
Oh, so you know exactly what I meant by doing your homework.
Yes, I did, because I am no longer an Xbox fangirl.
Okay, alright, cool. Well, you've spoiled the game by saying what we're talking about, but
Well,
we're talking about the Xbox Developer Direct. There were 4 games that we're going to discuss.
and they can suck it anyway.
No, no, let's go in with an open mind, shall we?
No, FXbox. FXbox. That's what they should call it. The new one, FXbox. Anyway, yes.
No, I'm going in with an open mind. You know I've been a detractor of Xbox for a long time now as well.
Here's what I have to say about Xbox.
Shut your mouth. Anyway, I'm gonna get you to pick a number between 1 and 4, and
Oh
what
no,
number
that's
you
too many
pick is the game
numbers.
we're gonna cover first.
Free.
Oh goody! I really wanted to talk about this one first.
Great.
Double Fine. You were correct, by the way, when we talked about this.
Uh huh.
When the announcement of the developer direct happened, you went, "Oh, it could be Double Fine."
Yeah.
You are correct. It was Double Fine with their new game, a side game called Kiln.
Yeah, which is I actually like the idea behind it, but
Well,
that
let's.
don't care. I'm not giving them any credit. Stupid
You
Xbox.
just
Anyway.
did. You just did.
That's the tequila talking.
I don't care. Anyway, Double Fine Productions has announced Kiln, an online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
I mean, it's a cool idea.
So players take control of a small spirit who can't battle unprotected, and so decides to create some armor. Players sculpt this armor out of clay using a pottery wheel, meaning they have full control over its appearance and properties. Will you be big or small, wide or tall? Will you make a plate, a jug, a cup, or a bowl?
Well,
Do
there
you
you go.
prefer to throw pies in your enemy's face or transform into a stick of dynamite to be tossed into the fray? There are a multitude of different sizes and combinations to discover, each with unique abilities and attacks, along with new and surprising ways to play. That's the game's description states.
Yes.
So players can also decorate their pots using a positively dizzying selection of toppers, handles, spouts, glazes, charms, and stickers.
It's stupid and dumb. I don't love customizing things ever.
I know. So once players create their armor, they take part in Quench mode, which features on 4v4 online battles.
Uh huh.
So this is the part of the game that's going to confuse some people, I believe. Just do you happen to remember a game that came out a few years ago from that was on Game Pass? It was an Xbox game called Party Animals.
Oh yes, I'm familiar
Oh,
with
it's
Party Animals.
probably in a very similar sort of premise to that, except it's team based rather than individual based.
Well, if you have friends, it's fun.
Yeah, which I found during a community night once.
Yes. Yes,
It
I
was
did as well.
it was okay. It wasn't
Yeah.
overly as fun as I hoped it would be.
Well, that's probably more to the individual versus team, as you're saying. I
Yeah,
do
I
like the
mean,
idea of a team. Yeah.
yeah. So this one is it's a 4v4 like um platform fighter, let's call it.
Yeah.
So the only way that I can really describe it is it's team based Power Stone.
Right. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the arena
Yes.
fighter platform,
Yep.
arena fighter sort of style.
I've not thought of
So
that in a long time, but
nope.
yes.
So the idea of the game is that you being a pot, you need to collect water and extinguish your opponent team's kiln by dumping water
Yes.
onto it.
It's kind of like capture the flag in Halo.
Essentially, yeah. Now, did you see any of this?
No, I wouldn't do that. Are you crazy? It's an Xbox product, and I hate Xbox.
I know, but you need to remember to actually do homework for this.
But I'm mad at them right now. I have to be mad
I
at them
might
for a
be
little
mad at
bit.
them too, but I still watched it for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, well, I knew you were going to watch it, so I didn't have to.
You know, funnily enough, to have a conversation about a particular thing, it does require someone else to produce their input of said product too.
Conversation goes two ways.
Yes, it does, and this conversation is not working.
Brent says, but remember, this is just the beginning of Kiln. Expect additional modes, abilities,
I was
customizations,
I was going to get to that. Yeah, it's basically kind of a live service. I don't know if there's any real monetization to the game at all. It's
I was
just
gonna say, I'm not actually against live service as an
Yeah.
idea. It's just when it becomes money hungry.
I think eventually they'll probably add something into it because
Yeah.
they always tend to do that. It's just
Yes.
pre-launch. They're not going to do it because they want to try and generate a player base. I mean, I like the art style to this game, at least. I thought it was very whimsical and cute and very, very typically Double Fine's unique
Yes,
brand.
they have. Yeah, I love their style. So yes, I agree.
It's
with you
not a
there.
Tim Schafer game. It's one of the people,
Mm-hmm.
is making it. One of the other teams is making it, but
Yeah.
I think it's, in concept, quite a nice idea.
I like it because it's different. I mean,
it's different, yeah, but will I play it?
Like,
Probably not.
I mean, we might do a community night, maybe if it's on Game Pass, and it is.
Well,
Even
all
though
of these
Xbox
games,
is stupid.
these are on Game Pass, so yeah,
Uh-huh.
you can sign up for the beta testing for it. That's going to happen at some point, but it's coming out on Game Pass. I believe it's this spring. I believe. I can't remember when they said exact. They didn't exactly give a full date for it. Oh, it says later this year, so who knows when? But beta testing's going to happen at some point to this. So, yeah, I thought this was charming, at least.
Yeah.
But
Charming is a good word.
I just don't think I'm probably going to play this unless I have a good group of people that are going to want to play it. And this is half my problem with these sorts of games, is that, similar with like Splatoon. I love the game when I'm playing it with other people. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like when I played Splatoon 2 on launch day with 3 other friends, like all in the same room, like on different like Switch systems, all playing online as a team, it was awesome. When playing it on my own and getting paired up with randoms, it's brutally rough. It's not a very fun experience. And Splatoon 2 and 3 are like very good games in terms of their mechanics. But they're definitely games that are geared towards having friends, which I don't have a lot of.
Yeah, no, I get that because I don't either.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to get...
Pete doesn't play it with me, it's usually not going to get played.
Yeah, it's hard for me to get interested about a game like this, as nice as it looks. So it's a shame, really, because I think this one could do relatively alright because it's hitting on something that's, a bit of a weak spot for Xbox, I reckon.
Yes, yeah, no, I agree with you there.
So,
even though I hate them.
Yes. Alright, so that's game number 3. So pick 1, 2, or 4.
1!
Yay! Forza Horizon 6!
Oh, yes. The only game that is going to be successful this year for Xbox, I believe.
So, the broadcast showed that there was a deep dive into the Forza Horizon title, which is going to Japan. Japan.
Yes. Japan. That's how they say it.
Yeah. Japan. Confirmed previously leaked date of May 19th with a premium edition offering early access on 15th. So rather
Brent.
I know.
Sorry.
I saw it.
That is definitely going to happen. I do promise. But anyway, yes.
Yeah. So rather than previous games, which start with a player taking part in the Horizon Festival, this time in 6, players start off as a tourist in Japan and will have to qualify for the festival.
That's cool.
Once qualified, right? So this is like going back to basics sort of thing, kind of how it was with the Horizon series before 3 and 4, I think.
Right.
And 5. So once qualified, players have to complete showcases and a new Horizon Rush obstacle course event. to earn more wristbands and work their way up the festival ranks. If they earn the gold wristband, they'll unlock access to Legend Island, where they can access exclusive challenges and races. The game will feature more than 550 cars at launch.
Wow, that's cool.
With more to follow as DLC.
Right. See, that's why I love Gran Turismo games.
Yeah.
Because they have the real cars in them.
Yes. So in a new feature designed to let players earn some more of these vehicles quicker, aftermarket cars can be found parked on driveways around the environment, where players can find and buy some rare vehicles.
I like that.
New two-guy races, or however you pronounce it, race types will be added. Japanese races will see players racing along narrow, winding mountain courses.
Ooh.
I think initial D.
Am I gonna play Forza Horizon 6 or
yes,
whatever?
you are. Yes, you are.
Oh my gosh.
The player's Tokyo
racing
region will be 5 times larger than anything Playground Games has created before, with distinct districts.
Right.
In other Horizon games, there will be 8 players. 8 players house which can be bought, serving as fast travel points. However, this time players will have access to the estate, a much larger piece of land set around an abandoned piece of property in rural Japan, which can be fully customized. Quote, in practice, the estate is a flat area of land where you can build anything you want, a mountain hideaway, a personalized track for friends. The only real constraint is that the items will cost in-game currency.
Man, they're doing all the right things to get people like me to play it.
When you build something, you pay a few credits to put it down. Credits you earn in other activities across the game world, and you get credits back if you delete something. Now, this has been a long-wanted feature from the Horizon series for a very long time, by the way. Not that previous one, this one. A car meet feature lets players visit one of 3 locations: the Horizon Festival, the Alps, or the Okibuki parking area, where real-life car meets take place and show off their own customized vehicles. Players can download other players' custom paint jobs and buy their own versions of the cars they like. What a great idea!
That sounds like old-timey, like how it used to be when you played video games, like before all this corporate.
Yep.
BS.
Now,
Stupid Microsoft.
without a doubt, this is hands down the game of the Direct.
Oh,
fantastic!
Yeah. No,
Look,
I agree with you.
I mean, I was already in. Like, for me, the biggest thing is when was it going to release?
Yeah.
As I said to you before. So they obviously confirmed that it's a May 19th release. Perfect, because I'll still have Game Pass until October, so I will be playing the living crap out of this.
Yeah.
Hooray! It's also coming. So it's coming to Xbox and PC May 19th or May 15th if you buy early, and it's coming to PlayStation 5 at some point this year as well. So it's not day and date on PlayStation, but it's likely to probably be 6 months later.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this game looked freaking incredible. I'm always blown away how Playground Games and Turn 10 managed to increase the visual scale of each game, whilst increasing the playground itself. Pun completely intended there.
Yes.
It is astounding, what it looks like they're doing with this game, real advancement on what 5 was. Because I thought 5 played really well. It played very similarly to 4. But I just didn't think the environment was as fun as 4 was.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah. 4 just had my hooks in it. Brent said, did you see the cherry blossom physics? Oh, yes, did I.
What?
Yeah, you drift around a corner and the cherry blossoms just... There's just so many stupid little things that they've done to it that have just increased the level of realism, whilst also making the gameplay massively arcadey and fun.
Stupid dumb Xbox, I'm probably gonna play your stupid dumb game.
Well, May 19th you'll be there. You can play it on stream, and then I can join you for a car meet. I'll
play it on stream. Yep.
I can join you for a car meet because I'm gonna be there. I don't care. I'll be there.
Yep.
I'm going to be finding the driftiest car of all time. Might even just get a Nissan Skyline just because.
Oh goodness. Oh
Why not?
man.
Anyway, this
Yeah.
looks freaking incredible. So, right, the next two. So you're gonna have to pick between the other two ones. So it was 2 and 4.
4.
I should have gone with 4 as Forza. Anyway, the game that you have actually seen.
Yes. I
Um,
figured.
Playground Games Fable.
What? No way. Okay, I got a lot to say about Fable, but go for it.
Let me read obviously the description of this because I've got thoughts as well.
Yes.
So, Playground Games have debuted the first deep dive into Fable, which confirmed its release for Xbox, PC, including Steam, and PlayStation 5 for autumn 2026. So, I'm worried this is going to slip out of October. I hope it doesn't.
Yes.
So, Playground promised British humour, moral dilemmas, and a truly open world with the freedom to go wherever players want. Players will be able to customise their player character and their playstyle across melee combat, ranged weapons, and spells. They also promised a range of activities alongside questing and combats, like side jobs, romancing, housing, and the ability to chat with NPCs. Ralph Fulton, the game's director, said Fable is Playground's first open-world action RPG, and we couldn't be more proud to be carrying on the work of legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise. And although our game is a new beginning, we think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love. Notably, according to Playground, each NPC in Fable will have a unique name and job, and players will be able to follow them around and monitor their actions as they go to work and later head home for rest in their own homes.
Yes, which you could do in the original, by the way.
Yeah, but I think this is going to be increased to the nth degree, basically.
Yeah.
Playground. Well, do you remember when CD Projekt promised this with Cyberpunk, and it turned out to be an absolute lie?
Yes.
So,
I do.
Playground calls these quote NPCs as a living population, which includes over 1,000 characters, each with roles, personalities, and routines. Fable also features a reputation system, and NPCs will react to you based on your actions in the game. So, if a person sees you kicking a chicken, you will start to get a reputation as a chicken chaser. And if enough people see you do that, and you do it a lot, that reputation will become one of the things you're known for in that settlement. And
Which
people,
again,
yeah,
is the originals.
I know.
I
Yeah.
just want other people who don't know that to know that.
Well, I'm doing this as a way of explaining a lot what they explained, and then we'll get to that. So people will react to you based on what they think about your particular reputation. But crucially, different people will view that reputation in different ways. Kicking your chickens isn't objectively good or objectively evil in a way nobody will agree on. In a way everybody will agree on. It comes down to the unique worldview of the NPC, what they think of you because of it.
Right. Wow,
So,
they really do sound like Peter Molyneux. But anyway.
I've heard this being said. Anyway, in classic Fable fashion, players will begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill. It's here that your heroic powers first emerge, and you discover that you're Albion's first hero in a generation.
Oh, in a generation. Okay.
Yeah. But not long after, disaster strikes, and the people of your village, including your beloved grandma, are turned to stone by a mysterious stranger. Suddenly alone in the world, you set off an adventure which will change Albion forever. The rebooted Fable will feature many familiar locales and characters from the original Lionhead games, but Playground said it's not beholden to the timeline of those games, and narratively the game represents a new beginning for the series. However, Fulton said Playground's version of Fable has a clear connection to Lionhead's overarching design, and revealed the project started with a team reading through old design documents that have been kept in storage.
It's interesting you said that. I have a lot to say about that, but anyway.
Mm-hmm. So, quote, what was told to Xbox Wire, something that I thought was just brilliantly succinct with one of the documents, which said, Fable is fairy tale, not fantasy, which is just super neat. I guess our interpretation of what that means is that fairy tale and fantasy probably exist on opposite ends of the spectrum. I think we all know what fantasy is. It's Witcher, Skyrim, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and I think tonally it's quite grand, it's sweeping, it's geopolitical, it's serious. You know, you can almost picture the colour palette of fantasy. And then fairy tale exists right in the opposite end of the spectrum. Fairy tales are intimate. They're small stories about regular people. They're not grand and sweeping. They're very personal and whimsical, and ultimately they deal with what happens when magic touches the lives of ordinary folks. And also they have this kind of moral component to them. And I think that is the design description of what Fable really is. It runs through our art style, through our world building. We've really executed about that fairy tale idea in every part of the game that we're building. Yeah. And that's it, basically.
Hi, Lord. Okay, well, I have
So
lots to say.
The floor is yours. Continue, because you're probably more of a bigger Fable fan than I was.
I am a massive, and I don't just mean because I'm tall and I'm a big girl, but a massive Fable fan. I watched the trailer and I did try to keep an open mind.
You didn't.
I didn't. Well, I tried to.
You didn't.
I didn't. But,
be honest, you didn't, because I hate Xbox.
Well, yes. But the thing is, several points. So, Fable, they're correct in that Fable is fairy tale. It's very whimsical. Mm-hmm. I did not get that from the trailer. Now, again, I'm comparing it to original Fable. I'm not looking at it in a vacuum.
Mm-hmm.
The original art style of Fable, which I have some of the art books and stuff that were released with it. I love the art style. It's very much like freaking heck, I just drank too much tequila. The very famous pirate game that Rare does for Microsoft.
Sea of Thieves.
Thank you! I was like 7 C's. No, that's not it. Yeah, Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves and Fable are very, very similar in art style. Not exactly, but you know, that whimsical, that cartoony, yet sort of realistic. This is like full on realistic. There's no whimsy to it. Immediately, especially with the trailer, I got the impression that they are trying to be Dragon Age, where Dragon Age failed. Because Dragon Age, although a fantasy product in their mind, is very whimsical and very British and very like I can't remember his main character, but he's so similar to the guy that was introduced in the trailer. It just didn't feel cartoony whimsical to me. And also they're introducing things that have existed, like they're introducing them as if they're new concepts for the younger generation, but they're trying to appease the older generation, which is me. But the way they're introducing it, they're almost like, look at this new mechanic we came up with, and it's like, well, no, that's all. Like, if you didn't do that, this wouldn't be Fable. You know, it's like you have to do that.
Can I interject slightly? Mm-hmm. I didn't
absolutely.
Get that impression from it themselves at all. I think that the way that I went into this is that you have to understand that a lot of the people that would be playing on Xboxes nowadays have probably not played a Fable game, probably have only heard of it in legend, basically.
The impression that I got, I'll end with this and then I'll toss it back over to you. Here's my way that I saw it. Now, I could be wrong, and I'm going to sit here and tell you that I hope to goodness I'm wrong, because I do love the Fable series.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like to me the way the new Saints Row felt to the old Saints Row. I'm a huge Saints Row fan.
Oh my god! I think that is a major stretch. That is ridiculous. In fact,
I don't get, because that's the thing for people who don't know. The old Saints Row was very silly, over the top, raunchy, very politically incorrect.
Yeah.
But fun. The new Saints Row is very not
homogenized.
Funny. Homogenized, very appealing to everyone. It's Stranger Things season 5. it's
Okay.
mass appeal. That's what I feel like the new Fable. Now again, I hope I'm wrong, and this is just me being way prejudgmental, but it
Hmm.
feels mass appeal, and I don't like that because Fable was fun and whimsical, and I'm a nerd, and I wanted it to be nerdy.
I well, this is one of the very few times that I'm going to majorly disagree with you
That's fine.
in
Yeah,
a big
absolutely.
way.
And again, I hope I'm wrong. I really do.
I didn't get this impression at all. Like, what I got from this is that this is what Fable would be with Lionhead if they had the capability of this generation of consoles to do what they were promising.
Now, do you mean the
Like,
look of it, or you mean the content of it? Because the
content,
look is
100% the
far
content.
too serious.
I
Right. Okay.
like in terms of the actual look of the game. I like the world itself. Like, I think graphically it looks superb. Like,
Oh, it's
and
well done.
and it's one of those
very
strong suits
realistic.
that it's one of the strong suits that Playground do, which is obviously what I spoke about with Forza Horizon 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Is that they are like that engine that they're using is absolutely spectacular. I do have concerns how it's going to be adapted, obviously, into an open
Yeah.
open world RPG,
you-
like action
You've said
RPG.
that for a while.
I
Yeah.
have done, and I'm
It's not
still
new. That's
somewhat a little bit concerned by it in that respect, only because it's only been, they have an open world aspect within Forza Horizon, but it's with cars. How's it
Yeah.
going to work on a
Yeah.
slower scale, let's say, because it's designed for speed.
That makes sense.
I think the world of Albion looks very realised. I think
It does look.
it's
That's
very
the problem,
it's
though.
very nice. Like, it's a beautiful
Yeah.
looking game, but
Oh yes,
I just
don't disagree.
but I also don't disagree with you as it doesn't look like Fable. Like, it doesn't quite have that same charm
It
to
needs
what
to have
Fable
that-
used to have.
Yeah, like
But then again,
Disney-esque.
Not
type
not
thing.
not enough brown.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yes.
that's a joke for us oldies, because that was
Yes.
the Xbox 360 era.
Yep.
Everything was very brown.
Everything was brown. Some of my favorite games are brown.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. There's I'm conflicted on this one because I think the gameplay looks absolutely superb. I think the combat
I think
system looks brilliant.
I was gonna say, I think it looks like a good game. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that. It does not look like a Fable game to me.
I want to see
No, that's
more
just
of it,
me.
and I want
That's just
to, because I think my only criticism that I have of this, I think they played it far too safe.
Yep.
They wanted to.
That's where I'm talking about the Saints Row comparison.
I think I disagree with you on that one, because I think from the very first outset, you knew that the new Saints Row was going to be bad from what it was.
I didn't want it to be.
No,
remember?
and I think that was the problem. Is you were very much loving the series, whereas now you're very jaded with Xbox. So
Very.
you've gone into this probably a little bit more negative, hoping to be surprised, whereas I've gone in a little bit more like, I'm optimistic. Yeah, the same thing again. Yeah, it's funny how that happens, doesn't it?
Yep.
But yeah, I'm excited about this. I came away from this one, and I spoke to a friend at work on Friday about it who forgot this, didn't even know this was happening because they're a PlayStation person.
Oh,
and we're like, I was like, oh, Fable's coming to PlayStation 5, and he went, there's a new Fable game? I went, yes.
Oh,
and he looked it up,
nice.
and he went, yeah, well, this looks bloody brilliant. And I was like, I'll tell you what, I think it looks really good. I'm surprised.
I think
If
it
they
looks
can
great
deliver
for a
on the
game.
promises and they don't bloody Molyneux us,
Molyneux it up.
if they don't Molyneux us, then this could be a very strong contender for Game of the Year. I think they're swinging for the fences on this one, and I was worried that they were going to try and do that, because I think they should just establish Fable as a series again and then build from it in the second. But they look like they're really going for the fact that they've had this game for a long time, and they need to get it out, make sure it works well and plays well and does well. Like, Fable as a series will be dead, I think, if this does not succeed.
Yeah, I agree with you there, 100%. And Mike's mentioning Saints Row.
I know.
it's bad. Like, coming from a fan, it's bad.
Yeah.
But I hope to eat my words. I hope at the end of the year when we do our game of the year episode that I was just wrong, and you can replay this clip, and we can point and laugh at how wrong I am, because
Yeah.
I really, really, really adore Fable.
Me too. Like, from the games that I enjoyed, like that I've played, I've really enjoyed. I liked one.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, I have some bad stories about one, by the way. That was the game that one of my friends really wanted to play Fable like 1 again. Obviously,
Yeah.
like, they didn't have an Xbox at that time though. They'd got rid of their
right.
Xbox, so they were like, "Oh, can I borrow your 360 so I can play Fable?"
no.
I was like, "Yeah, of course you can. That's no problem." They only live down the road from me.
Oh gosh. Yep.
Yeah,
How long did you ever get it back?
no, I did get it back
Uh-huh.
when it red ringed because they'd left it on for 36 hours.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Well, I lost my first copy of Super Mario 3 that way. I'll give it back to you.
Oh, I've lost many a game through that principle. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, I got
Anyway.
I got a red ring console because I lent my console to someone to play
Holy
freaking
crap!
Fable.
Did you get it replaced by Xbox?
I did, yeah,
did that.
thankfully.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, thank goodness they came.
That was my
through.
launch model. I was like, I'm so pissed.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, I was so annoyed by that. I was like, you're never borrowing my Xbox again. Absolutely not.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, yeah, I'm still on the fence about this one, but let's just say that I'm leaning more to the positive side than I was previously. And I do love the fact that in the trailer you would have noticed this as well. They did the old bait and switch with the ugly character. It was like, it's character creation. I was like,
Yeah.
of course they did.
Yep. Yes. I want it to work. I do.
I really want to. I now want to create the ugliest ass character in this game, though.
Yeah. Because they will. They'll comment on how. But that's how I'm basing that on the original. I almost said Fallout Fables.
I know. And also, I am going. When I play this game, and I really do hope this comes out before October, because I'm not renewing Game Pass.
Oh yes.
I may just have to buy it on PC. But I am gonna be the biggest shit in the world. I am gonna be the biggest. I'm gonna be the biggest serial bigamist of all time. I am gonna have multiple children from multiple wives.
Yep. Which again,
in the game, not in real life.
But that's the thing. Like, okay, so I could never really be a complete. I just can't be a dick in games, and I don't know why. I
can't, but I'm gonna do it with this one. I have to do it.
I was gonna say, but Fable does make it fun if you can do it.
Yeah.
You used to get eat baby chickens in front of people,
Yep.
and stuff. But Brent says he thinks he's 100%ed the trilogy. I believe you. I could believe that.
Nice.
Looks like I got all but 3 achievements in 3. Yeah. That's the first time I've heard Pete use that disclaimer.
Had to make sure. Had to make sure the wife is next door in the next room.
Like, what?
It's like, what are you talking about, bigamy? Yep. Who's your next wife? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I think this is going to be brilliant, or it could absolutely suck. My hope is that
I hope it's brilliant.
2 out of the 4 games that were announced on this, maybe even 3, we'll talk about on the next one.
Oh yeah,
could make Game of the Year list.
I think Forza. I think
I've got honestly, I've got no doubt that Forza Horizon 6 is going to make the list at some point, even now.
I think it is. I really, really do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
It's Fable that I'm concerned will, but I kind of hope it does.
I mean, I do definitely hope it does. I hope that I am so wrong, and I hope that it becomes my next game after Abiotic Factor that I become obsessed with.
Okay. I've got some homework for you on this one, by the way. This
great.
last game.
Uh-huh.
I want you to go and watch this video.
Okay.
I want you to do it on stream. And I want you to make the rare occasion that you drink on stream during a weekday.
Okay.
Only because this will be the funnest drinking game that you'll ever have.
Okay. Interesting.
Watch the Beast of Reincarnation. So this is the other game that was shown off on the Xbox Developer Direct.
Okay.
And take a shot for every time they mention Pokemon.
Oh my gosh. Really?
You will be wasted.
I'll be flat out.
15-minute segment, and my god, because this is developed by Game Freak, they mentioned Pokemon.
Oh gosh.
A lot.
Well, yeah. They're like, hey guys, we've done stuff.
No, it wasn't so much like that. It was like, this came out, like, I was explaining this to someone at work. I was like, this came out from, like, me doing concept art on Pokemon game, and it's like, oh, for God's sakes.
Yep.
It was like, how many times can you mention that we are Game Freak and we were involved in Pokemon in 15 minutes? It was very funny. I was literally sat there watching the video of it, and I was like, I'd be wasted if I did this drinking game. Maybe I should get you to do it.
Yeah.
I told my mate at work to do the same thing. Anyway, I'm beating around the bush here. So, Game Freak has presented players with a new look at Beast in Reincarnation. It's multi-format action RPG.
Wow.
So the game tells the story of Emma, an exiled protagonist, accompanied by her wolf companion Co, exploring a world where a parasitic plant called the Blight have overgrown the world. Most of the human population has been lost due to the Blight, but Emma has the ability to hunt malefacts and seal the Blight within her own body. Emma and Co have to defeat the Beast in Reincarnation by defeating powerful enemies known as Nushi and absorbing their power. Emma and Co's powers are connected. If Emma parries an enemy attack, Co's power will build, allowing her to use a powerful technique called Blooming Arts. The game's writer and director Kota Furushima previously worked as a battle planner and sound manager in certain Pokemon games, and says he always wanted to try working on a new experience. Quote, I began by quietly asking my own heart what kind of sensations I wanted the game to offer. The feeling that resonated with me the most, the one that clicked, was a mix of warmth, trust, and loneliness. He added, for 6 years since the project's inception, we have poured all our efforts into scattering countless secrets and profound charm throughout this world. Beast in Reincarnation was previously announced as Project Bloom, and due to be published by Take-Two's private division label before it was sold off in 2024. It will now be published by new company Fictions. This just goes on to talk about Game Freak. We don't need to know about that because we know who Game Freak are.
Talk about Game Freak a lot on here.
I do want to talk about this game a little bit more because they're only just touching the surface on this. So this is... I hate to say it because it's annoying to say, but this is what I've complained about over the last 2 years.
Okay.
It's an over-the-shoulder third-person action game with RPG elements.
Yeah.
It looks a bit more heavy on the RPG elements. I do like certain.
You like now?
I like certain elements of it. I do like the fact that it's like a very realised and very interesting world. That's the one thing. Like traversal throughout the world is like happens through various different things that can occur. Her powers.
I like what Brent did, by the way.
The combat. The companion is similar to your relationship with Pokemon. As we have worked on Pokemon, we take nature very seriously. The combat pauses mid-fight, almost like turn-based combat in Pokemon. We give commands to your companion as you would a Pokemon. Fantastic. That's basically like similar to some degree. Traversal throughout the world happens through these. I think it was the blooms system. I think it was, wasn't it? They said. So you can just like vines will just appear and take you over to a new part of the world, or you might interact with it. Like it's set in like the year 4000, and humanity's been died out for a very long time. But it's like so basically like imagine. Remember what they did with like The Last of Us, where they had like cityscapes, but they had like nature flowing all the way through it, like the grassy sections and all that. It's very similar to that in that respect in the way it looks.
Right, okay.
I think it looks interesting. I
Uh-huh.
don't like the skill tree system to it, and I don't like certain elements of it.
Right.
I
Okay.
think this one could be a sleeper though. I'm kind of like how Cleric's Pure Expedition 33 was with the last developer direct. I
Uh-huh.
think this one could surprise me. And
Okay.
I'm not going to say that I'm excited for it. I'm going to say
Right.
I'm intrigued enough
Right.
to possibly give it a try.
Okay.
I mean, it's coming in like, I think it's April-ish time, I think it was. So,
Yeah.
no, it's released this summer. So, it's another Xbox and PlayStation and PC game on Game Pass day one. So yeah, it's one that I'll report back on for sure because I'm a little bit like, okay, um, I'm interested enough. It could surprise me like Clair Obscur did. It could turn into my game
Yeah.
of the year. It could turn into a complete wet fart that I give up after a couple of hours.
Yes.
I
That
don't
too.
really know, but it was. I looked at it and I went, "This is interesting. Why is this interesting?"
Right.
Yeah, one of those ones, unfortunately. So I'll report back on it, but I wasn't. I think a lot of people weren't particularly down on this game,
Right.
from all the reactions that I've seen about particular like this game in particular and Kiln. They were like, "Well, two halves of this presentation was good, and this was not one
Yeah.
of them." Like,
Yes.
and it's like I actually thought 75% of this was very much games that I would play, and
Right.
25% was games I would be interested in if I had friends.
Yeah. No, that is. Yeah. 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 Exactly. Yeah. I agree with you.
Yeah, Nana said put this dead on by the way in the chat. He says Game Freak are good devs when the Pokemon Company aren't breathing down their necks.
Ah.
Yeah, that's quite true. Anyway, that's the Xbox Developer Direct. 4 games in total, and
Wow.
wasn't completely terrible. In fact, was
Okay.
actually quite a positive to start the year.
Mm.
Get your head out of your ass and stop.
No.
No, I'm trying to be like this is the thing. I'm trying to be objective. I know Xbox have done some really crappy things, and I know.
Yes, they have. They
Yeah,
really have.
yeah, but you got to look at this objectively, not with like a I'm a scorned
No.
fangirl.
They hurt my feelings.
My fifis.
My fifis.
Anyway, that's it. Let's
Yes.
call this show. Let's
Okay.
call it a day
I'm
because
fine.
it's mid-tired.